What's up, Teeter Nation? I hope you're ready to move it and groove it. It's Coach Matt O'Brien. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Holly. She's gonna be demonstrating the exercises. I'm gonna be your trainer for the day and her, so you're gonna get to see me coach her as I coach you. We're gonna have an amazing lower body move and groove workout. So we're gonna do strength and movement today, and you're gonna feel amazing working all those lower body muscles. So before we get started, Holly already has her ankle straps on. So if you don't have those, pause the video, get those on. The other thing you want to do is move the adjustable platform all the way into number 1. We want to be close for this beginning segment, which we're going to be working all those beautiful thigh muscles, inner and outer thigh, so you're bikini ready by this summer. Holly's ready to be bikini ready, so y'all ready? You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You ready? All right, if you haven't worked with me before, Coach Matt, I want to hear it. I want you to yell at your screens. The more emotion, the more excited you get, it really translates to a better workout, put you in the right mindset. So let's get moving and grooving. Holly's gonna strap in the D-ring, take that handle off, throw it back in the cradle. So I'm having her do it just like you're gonna be doing it. You're gonna strap to that left leg, and you want the D-ring to be on the front of your foot, and now it's gonna slide to the inside. So we're gonna do what we call abduction. Hold on to your handle. Teeter Fit Form here, so geniusly designed. You're gonna use that to hold on for balance, and we're gonna do some lateral abduction. So this is hitting that outer thigh as well as the glute, that dimple that you get when you wear that bikini or your beautiful one pieces for the body. How's that tension?
Good.
I told her I'm gonna make her work, so I cranked
like,
it
woo!
down. Yes.
Okay.
All right, so now you're gonna rotate, face your Fit Form. You can grab both handles now, and this is why you wanna be close. And we're gonna do a straight leg kickback, not the mule kick, the straight leg kickback, just keeping that leg straight and kicking it back. 3, doing 10, getting this. We're gonna go through this 2 times on both legs. So your one leg's gonna get to rest while the other one's working. And I think that's what, 9 or 10? Okay, so now, a little bit different, we're gonna do the mule kick. So this is where you wanna bend the knee. Pretend, I like to tell my clients, you're pushing a big heavy door with this part of your foot. You visualize that door, you're really extending, pushing that heavy door. And if you're not feeling the door is heavy enough, crank the tension down on your Fit Form so you can really feel this, because this is activating the big, beautiful butt muscles. Big relative, I'm saying, not saying you have a big booty, but some of us do. I got a big booty. So we love to work that muscle. And the last part is gonna be a leg curl. So holding on to your Fit Form, keeping your knee pointed towards the ground, you're curling straight up, activating. This is a bicep curl. We always think of bicep curls as the arms, but the hamstring is actually a bicep muscle too. So it's the same functional type of movement. So visualize that curl with the hamstring as you squeeze it up. So how's that tension this first round?
Perfect.
Okay. All right, so go ahead and switch the pulleys. You put that one in the cradle, and she's gonna switch the D-ring from the other one onto her right leg, and we're gonna go through that series on the right. 4 exercises, 10 reps each. And before we do that, I want you to shout out to the screen that you love it. So say, love it, loving it. So we're having fun. So now she's gonna do those abductions again, squeezing out, really extending that hip. Don't do it to the point something doesn't feel right. Or if I always say, if it hurts, like not muscle, lactic acid type hurt, but something doesn't feel right, make sure you don't do that, make an adjustment. All right, so next we're gonna face the Fit Form, hold on with 2 hands, straight leg kick back, really squeezing. You should definitely feel this one in the butte. It's one of my favorites to develop the glutes. Today, this whole workout is gonna be, this should be the bikini bottom workout. Actually, you know what? That's what we're gonna call it, the bikini bottom workout. Now we're going to mule kicks. Really bending that knee, pushing that big heavy door open with the heel of your foot. Squeeze. Depending on how much tension you'll have, make sure you're working. Don't just go through the motions. We call this working out, not resting out. All right. That feeling all right?
Good.
All right, now we're going into the leg curls. Nice. So remember, we're just like a bicep curl, just squeezing it with the leg. Same exact movement, just like your elbow. So it's just like her knee, and awesome. All right, so we're gonna switch back to the left leg. So we're gonna go through that series one more time. If you're advanced and you're feeling it, now you can crank up a little more tension. And if you wanna go through this 3 times, get a little bit longer workout, if you're adapted to this, you can always do a 3rd set. And each set, your muscles are gonna fatigue a little bit more, and you're gonna have to work a little bit harder, and you're working deeper level motor units. So basically what happens, the primary muscles start getting tired, so your body has to start recruiting more and more to get through it. So now she's going to those straight leg kickbacks. Should definitely be feeling it this second round through. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Just be thankful and grateful that you get to move your bodies. You have a piece of equipment in your home. You don't have to go out and drive anywhere, deal with road rage. Not yours, I hope, somebody else's, because you cut them off, not intentionally. So many cool things you can do with the FitForm. It's easy to move around. Like I said, it just replaces so much equipment. So now she do her leg curls. Literally, this replaces 300 machines that you would possibly have at a commercial gym, cable machines, body weight stuff. Pointing out one more time, we moved the platform all the way in so she can grab those handles. If you're doing this and you're like, why am I leaning so far forward? It's because you probably have your platform extended, which we're gonna be getting into on the next series. So now she just switched to the right leg, starting those abductions, 10 reps. Hopefully you're having fun, you're feeling these muscles work. And if you're keeping up, she made that transition pretty fast. We'll give you a chance to catch up here in a second once she finishes her reps. All right, so go ahead and finish. Make sure you get your 10 reps in. So I know she did that really fast. She's a pro, and so you will be as well. So let's go into the straight leg kickbacks. You're hopefully caught up now. Nice. Squeezing. This is mind muscle we've talked about before. If you've seen my other videos, mind muscle connection really works. Part of strength and working out is the mind muscle connection. You're actually developing your nervous system and preventing neurological disorders, or at least decreasing the likelihood, because you're programming your body to innervate the nerves. So it's like use it or lose it. If you don't move, if you're living a sedentary lifestyle, which your friends may be, you need to tell them this. They need to get moving. Otherwise, their nervous system's basically disintegrating, it's shutting down because it's not being tasked to do anything other than watch TV or work at a desk all day. So challenge your body. She's on her leg curls now and really squeezing. Feel that hamstring. If you've never done these before, you're really gonna be like, whoa, what is that muscle? So, because you're actually isolating the hamstrings in this case, and it's not something you're probably used to, so kind of a cool way to wake those muscles up. So Holly can unclip now, and so can you guys, and put that back in the cradle. Go ahead and hook up the handles now. So while I'm talking, y'all can be hooking up your handles to the D-ring. Get those ready for the next segment. If you want to pause the video, go get a drink of water. We like to celebrate the milestones in a workout. You should celebrate absolutely the milestones in your life. So often we're always chasing. We never forget, or we always forget to just stop, pause, look back from how far we've come. And if you're always chasing, you're never going to be satisfied in life, whether that's your marriage, your business, your physique, your workouts. Celebrate the milestones. So we're going to celebrate that we just got through the first section, and so did you. You can cheers yourself with a nice cool drink of water and stay hydrated. So if y'all are ready, you ready to get on to section 2? All right, so we're gonna roll into, this is gonna be the move it and groove it portion of the workout. And if you are new to exercise, pace yourself here, because we're gonna be moving a lot of muscle tissue. Like 65% of your muscle mass is below the waist. So we're activating more than half of your muscles, and if you're not used to it, it might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. So if you start feeling a little bit nauseous, the science of that is just kind of reaching into your lactate threshold. But as you adapt, you'll be able to improve and get through this. So just use your discretion. We're gonna start with some RDLs, or Romanian deadlifts. So your knees are just gonna be slightly bent. All the movement is a hip hinge, so you're gonna keep your back straight, chest out, flex forward, a little less knee bend. A little less, there you go. Now bend over from there. All right, see how we just did that? I corrected her. So if you can't see yourself, you should check yourself out in a mirror sometime. Kind of see that slight knee bend, head up, chest out, and then you're gonna pull up with those. You can see Holly's muscles contracting. That's the ones we wanna use, these glutes and hamstrings. So she's doing nice and slow. Mind muscle at the top. Feel the squeeze as you lift those cables. And this is definitely one, if you are strong, you will get very strong on this movement. As you repeat this workout, crank that tension. Make sure you're working. These are very powerful muscles. The gluteus maximus. It's the biggest muscle in the body. You gotta make it work. All right, so that was the Romanian deadlift. You can go ahead and put those in the handle. So that is strength. Now we're gonna go to movement. So I'm gonna have Holly come off the platform and do 10 body weight squats. And while she's doing that, let's start feet a little bit wider. And I've been training people for 22 years, and I really just picked up this cue in the last year or so from a physical therapist, and it's beautiful. When you initiate any squat movement, to really engage the glutes and take the pressure off the knees, you want to start the movement by pushing your hips back. So think of a squat by hips back, not bending the knees. When you think bend the knees, which is what most people happens, the knees go past the toes, stress those kneecaps. When you push your hips back, the weight goes to the heel where you want it. So go ahead and push back and transition into your squat. Stay above the knee pain, whatever feels good. Squat it down and up. So she's gonna do 6 more reps. You should feel the weight in the heels. Each time you extend, think of pushing those hips back to initiate your squat. So you're getting some advanced training here on Teeter Move. Hopefully you guys appreciate it. You're gonna recruit some friends to work out. Holly and I are gonna be doing some partner workouts. I go, you go. So start thinking about who you want to be your partner and check those out on the Teeter Move app. All right, so she's back on the platform. You're gonna get the rhythm of this workout. Strength, move, strength, move, strength, move. So now she's gonna go into a deadlift, a regular deadlift. Now this is the difference between a Romanian deadlift and a full deadlift, is that you will squat all the way down to the handles or wherever you're comfortable, head up, chest out, back flat. And you can see at the bottom, push that chest out a little bit more. And you don't have to go quite that low. That's pretty extreme. And she's got a nice 45-degree back angle here. And you're gonna extend those hips and stand up, pushing through the heels of your feet. So let's do 9 more good reps, nice and slow. And really focus on extending your hips and contracting your glutes at the top. Unbelievable exercise. This is the king of exercises, or maybe the queen. Squats, loaded squats, which we're gonna do later. is the king and this would be the queen, or vice versa. I would give the king status to the deadlift. Other people would do it to the squat, but you get to do both today, so enjoy that. Put those in the cradles, and we're gonna go to left lateral lunge. So you come over here, I'll stand over here. So with your foot right about here, you're gonna lateral lunge out to the side into a single leg squat and back. So as you lunge, you wanna pull back with that right inner thigh, push off on the left outer thigh. So lots of great muscle happening here. The depth, if 10 is too many reps for you, back it down to 5, and then as you repeat this workout, make sure you take some rest days. This is a strength workout. You want to allow at least 48 hours between strength workouts of the same muscle groups. So we call that split routine training. If you want to train every day, you can do one muscle group section on Mondays, a different one on Tuesdays, a different one on Wednesdays, and then you can start back over. So you're getting rest for that muscle group from Monday by the time you train again on Thursday. So that's split routine training. So we're doing legs today. So you won't want to train legs for another 48 hours. All right. So back on, actually, yeah, we're going to do the right lateral after this one. So the next thing is going to be those squats, the queen or the king, whoever you want to do that. So Holly likes to do it with the cables in this rack position, thumb under, however you want to grip. I call this the rack position. So you're holding the handles close to the body. That's the key part of this movement. You want it tight to your body, and you want to be as forward as you can over those pulleys. And you're gonna squat just like you did with the deadlift, head up, chest out, and push through the movement. So now, instead of the weight being below your hips, the resistance is in your hands above the hips. It's gonna hit you more in your core on the front side. So that's the bigger difference between a squat and a deadlift. But you're working all the same muscles, just in a slightly different way. But so effective, deadlifts and squats. You're getting both in this movement. So now she's gonna do the right lateral lunge. So she'll be facing away. You get to see those beautiful glutes that she's been working so hard for. 10 reps, and then really concentrate on thinking of pulling yourself with that left leg, that left inner thigh. This is how, a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to train my legs because I don't want to get bigger and bulky, but train your legs to get them skinny. So you're going to elevate your metabolism. So much muscle fibers, you train those muscles with strength, your metabolism goes up. And here's something really cool you need to understand. If you are losing weight and you're gaining muscle, or you gain muscle but don't lose any body fat, a pound of muscle is about the size of my fist. If you've ever seen a 16-ounce filet mignon at a restaurant, that's 16 ounces of muscle. Probably haven't eaten it yourself. Hopefully you split it with your spouse or a friend, but that's a pound of muscle, whereas a pound of fat is about the size, a little bit smaller than a volleyball. So if you lose the volleyball but gain the fillet, you're getting smaller, but your weight didn't change at all. So when somebody says muscle weighs more than fat, I always say, I say muscle, a pound of muscle weighs the same as a pound of fat. They both weigh a pound, but by volume, the muscle is smaller. So that's kind of what most people are trying to convey. All right. So the last thing is the calf raises, and what Holly's gonna do is use the edge of the teeter here to do this exercise. But I'm gonna show you a cool trick, moving out the platform. If you want more advanced, hopefully I can move this. All right, so just creating a little bit of a shelf here. This is a more advanced version of the calf raise. You can use that shelf there, holding on to these support handles and using your body weight on one foot, getting a very powerful contraction of your calves. So that is a more advanced version. You can do 2 off the platform itself. So that's what I'm gonna have Holly do for this first round. 2 feet at the same time, really trying to squeeze to the top as best you can. And that actually comes out pretty easy. I was trying to look cool for you guys and do it without moving the platform and messing up the mat, but pulling that out, you can even pull it out further and you'll have enough room to do both feet, so you just get more range of motion into this movement. So 20 reps if you're doing both feet, or 10 and 10 if you're doing one at a time. So Holly's doing both. All right, so there was the calf raises. We're back to the top. We're going back to your RDLs. We're gonna go through this one more time. Grab your cradles. You can keep it there. Just stand at the front of the platform. And watch this, guys. I have to go out with her later tonight, so I can't be too mean, but I'm gonna crank up the tension.
Crank up that tension, you got this.
We're going to, I want her to get a great workout. I want you guys to get a great workout, so make sure you have enough tension on here. These are big muscles. So we're going to your RDLs where your knees are slightly bent, and you're falling forward at the hips. Less knee bend. So stand all the way up. Now just barely crack your knees. So what I tell my clients is pretend you just barely crack your knees and you're standing in a big barrel. You pour concrete all around. You can't move from that position. It's from hip down. So the only thing you can move is from the waist. So she's getting the movement now. So you can see having a little bit of training, a little bit of coaching is going to help you guys out. So put the handles in the cradle. We're on to our 10 body weight squats. We're gonna do these a little bit faster. We're getting that heart rate up. Going through this second round, 10 body weight squats. Remember, push that butt back. And now we're gonna slow it to halftime, half speed. Nice. All right, so she's back on. Now we're going to full deadlifts. This is the one where you're actually going to squat, head up, chest out, bearing down. Like if I went to punch you in the stomach, how you would naturally tighten up. That's what I mean by bearing down. Really squeeze it. Keeping the head up, chest out, core tight, belly in. Make those big muscles do the work. She's hating me now because I put that tension on. I'll have to ask for, I'll have to apologize later, but it's easier to ask for, or it's easier to apologize than ask for permission is the cliche. So, all right, so now we're onto those left lateral lunges. Striding out to the side, nice. Hopefully y'all are feeling this, y'all feeling it? Let me hear it, scream it out. Say, I feel great, Coach Matt. Come on. If you're not feeling great, you need to put things in perspective. You're able to move, you're able to enjoy life. So that is a beautiful thing. All right, so now we're on to the squats. So she's gonna bring it up into that rack position. Whatever option you want. You stand on the front of the platform, close to those pulleys. Weight in the heels as much as you can. Remember, now the force is up here instead of down here like the deadlift. So y'all are working a lot of big muscles today. So you're gonna earn a little mini vacation after this workout. But tomorrow, definitely do some like cycling or walking. Any kind of movement is going to help clear that lactic acid and flush that out. So now you're gonna do your right lateral lunges while she's doing those 10 reps. We talked about split training. So tomorrow or even later today, a good walk is gonna help clear those, the lactic acid, the metabolic waste out of your muscles. If you have a foam roller, a Teeter foam roller, you can foam roll tomorrow. That's gonna help reduce some of that delayed onset muscle soreness. If you have a cycling bike or one of the other Teeter cardio equipment, jump on that, get you a good cardio workout tomorrow, and that'll also help recover your muscles. So Holly's gonna do single leg calf raise this time, holding on to the fit form. She's gonna really hold that contraction at the top. We're just doing 10 slow, full, beautiful reps. And those, if you're wearing those heels and you wanna see those sexy calves, a lot of people forget to train the calves, but don't neglect them, because probably the most common visual thing people see besides your arms and your face. So Squeeze out 10 more now with the left. Squeeze at the top, really feel that contraction, feel that calf really knot up at the top. Hopefully you're feeling amazing right now. If you are a little bit queasy, that's okay. That means you worked really hard. The good news is that will clear in about 5 minutes after we're done. Go for a little bit of a walk, and that'll help clear that lactate out a little bit faster. So we're gonna finish up this workout with a stretch. So Holly's gonna stand on the platform facing those handles, and starting with her right, we'll start with her left so you can see it. Left quad stretch. So hold the handle with the right, quad stretch with the left, and what she's doing is pulling a little bit. If this is uncomfortable with your knee for any reason, don't force it, but if you can at least get into this position, now what I want her to do is pull that foot up and let this leg come back a little bit. Now once you're here and you feel the tension, now what I want Holly to do and you to do is push your hip forward without moving this part. So you want that, pretend there's a wall here, and push your hip forward. You should feel a more quad and hip flexor stretch. Yeah, so she's holding that for about 3 more seconds. Slowly let that go and switch to the right. And start with pulling it back till you feel the stretch. And then once you have that, you push your hip forward. That's called reciprocal inhibition. As you extend the hip, it's gonna help stretch that quad a little bit deeper. 5 more seconds. Start relaxing your breathing, letting the good flow into your body and the metabolic waste and anything negative, any negativity, let that flow out of your body. So in with the good, out with the bad. So now we're gonna do a hamstring stretch. What Holly's gonna do is put her right foot heel on the platform, balance out on the left. And so you wanna put your weight, support yourself on that left inner thigh, and then stretching to whatever's comfortable until you feel that hamstring. Pull your toe towards the knee, your right toe, and sink down, pushing that butt back. Feeling it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Keep holding. Remember we did those curls, so we want to stretch those hamstrings out a little bit. Carefully switching now to the left. And I'll slide over here and check this out from, got a good view here. That's why one of the many reasons I married Holly, or she was so nice to say yes when I asked 14 years ago. And just like working out, investing time in your body, got to invest time in your relationships too. So little sage advice there. It does keep getting better and better every single year. And then the last stretch we're gonna do is the inner thigh. So kind of like those lateral lunges we did, or you did, I kind of watched, she did. So we're gonna lunge out to the side, push in on the left inner thigh, and sink down till you feel a stretch in your right inner thigh. Then it's gonna hold that for 10 to 15 seconds. Feels good. If you wanna really feel it, push that chest out and the hip forward. Feel that difference? So if you, like a little thrust, that's gonna really drive that stretch a little bit better. Now it's coming over to the right, pushing that hip forward. Got about 10 more seconds, you guys. We've been together coming up on almost 30 minutes together. Just an amazing way. Hopefully if you're starting your day this way or finishing your day, or maybe it's in the middle of the day, we need to celebrate those victories like we did after the first round. We're gonna now have a big celebration. Virtual high five to you. So I want you to literally high five me. Come on, 1, 2, 3, boom. We celebrated an amazing workout, just under 30 minutes, and you should feel good. You worked all those lower body muscles. I am Coach Matt O'Brien. This is my beautiful wife, Holly. We hopefully you'll be checking out lots of the other workouts on the Teeter Move app with the amazing FitForm, and tell your friends about it, because we're gonna bring some partner workouts your way, and misery loves company, so find and recruit somebody and y'all can do it together. 2 people on 1 FitForm. So check out those in the Teeter Move app coming up, and we'll see you on the next workout. Have an amazing day. We'll see ya.